Well, Colorado is in the middle of a legal battle with TikTok that just hit another hurdle. Our kids' mental health is hanging in the balance. This morning, we're taking a look at if legal action is really the best course of action and what you can do in the meantime. The list of how TikTok and social media has infiltrated kids' lives keeps growing, from their sleep, their mood, to the classroom.
I get to talk to a lot of superintendents, a lot of principals, a lot of teachers, and I can tell you the way these social media platforms are interfering with kids' learning is also a real problem.
Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser is in the middle of suing Meta and investigating TikTok. Now the AG says TikTok is not cooperating roughly 3 years into their investigation. What would you say to folks who believe that legal action will take too long and kids are suffering right now and questioning if this is the best course of action?
It's not the best action. The best action is the companies take action immediately to change how they operate. We'll work on a negotiated agreement immediately.
Or they could end up in court. Either option could take a long time. A TikTok spokesperson says they strongly disagree with many of the claims against them, calling them inaccurate and misleading, and that they are committed to protecting teens.
I don't think this is a technical problem. I don't think this is a legal problem. I think this is a relationship problem, that we're not having the hard conversations that we need to have with our kids.
MSU Denver professor Steve Beatty says that we know these platforms are designed to be addictive.
It's what we call stickiness. And stickiness is how many hours a day do you spend on a particular platform. And we know it's many, many hours a day for many of these platforms. And they hire in psychologists to make sure that their content is sticky. TikTok has done a particularly good job of that.
Previous big lawsuits like Colorado's against Juul eventually resulted in changed operations and youth mental health support.
As hard as it is for adults to manage that, if we add that to the developing brains, our frontal cortex is still developing. And that's not fully cooked until we are 25 years old.
When we asked Dr. Jody Thomas, a child psychologist, what to do now, she said instead of blaming kids, recognize how these platforms were designed.
Quite literally designed to get around that part of our brain. It is a dangerous combination.
And how even adults need help backing off endless scrolling.
Some of the most successful people that they would recognize in the universe, Silicon Valley executives, will talk about the fact that, hey, I need to put this restriction on myself because I can't trust my own brain because I know these things are designed to engage me that way.
Dr. Thomas is always a very interesting conversation. She says she almost like addresses it like when you're talking to kids about going to a party where there could be drugs or alcohol. Yeah. How do you protect yourself? She said the other way that you could really reach some more kids is just talking about the good that comes with social media, recognizing it, and then also talking about what you need to do to protect yourselves.
Yeah. What's coming next in the lawsuit specifically?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be a really long road, right? I mean, both of the companies, according to the Attorney General, have not come to the table at this point. A judge is allowing some parts of the Meta case to move forward. Weiser said that TikTok is not totally cooperating with the investigation. So ultimately, if they can't negotiate over things like notifications at night waking up kids or marketing to kids who are younger than 13, it ends up in court. And then you're talking about years and years of this being in the court system.
Well, in the meantime, some good advice for parents. And, you know, we know something that can help kids a lot is engagement.